Hey YouTube, Pallavi, and today we're going to talk about the brand new Tecno Camon I Twin. Why Twin? Because it has a dual camera setup. This one will cost just under 11,500 Indian rupees when it's released today. And in this particular video, we're going to do an unboxing of this device and have a first look at this baby. So let's get started.
Click on the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell icon to not miss any of our brand new videos.
So the Camon I Twin comes in a pretty compact, typical mobile phone packet, and you have some quick specs over here. It has a 6-inch full view display, HD plus resolution, that's 1440 by 720 pixel, dual rear bokeh camera, but the second sensor, you cannot use it as a dedicated camera. So 13MP front camera with flash, 32GB plus 3GB RAM, 4G, 4000 mAh battery, and Android 8.0. So quickly go ahead and open the box here. So there you go. On top we have the phone. We'll come back to the phone in a bit, as usual, as we always say. And then we have the document here, also the SIM pin, and the document has 12 plus 1 month warranty, is 13 months warranty. You have a user manual, and then you have a nice TPU back cover. It's like almost transparent but has a nice black hue. You also have this pretty entry-level earphones, I suppose, and then micro USB cable, and you also have the power bank, which has, I know what, 2 ampere charging. So there's the Camon I Twin, and oh, I so love taking out this plastic, that sound. You also remove this from the back, and you go. A very usual black color device, really 8.5mm thick, so definitely not the thinnest device in the market. Has a nice matte finish, almost rubbery kind of a dice. This will attract a fair bit of fingerprint, I would say, specifically that rubber thing, but only oil and grease, not as much as the front. The front look really glossy. But at the 6-inch screen, you have the 13MP camera. Here you have the SIM tray and the usual ports and buttons and whatnot. The dual camera setup, LED flash, your fingerprint sensor. Overall, it feels nice, but nothing out of the box. So we set up the phone, and that's how it looks. A fairly crisp display. Decent viewing angle, although not excellent, and then your notification bar right there. So it's powered by HiOS, like one of their in-house skin over Android 8.0. That's the app drawer. You see, no bloatware, so that's cool. So you have the high group apps, you have the usual Google Android apps, you have some of the tools like FM. Oh, there's FM radio as well, nice at this price point. You have some social app. These are third-party apps, but then you do not exactly consider them bloatware because everyone uses at least 3 of them. So in about phone, there's a iOS version 3.2.0. It's powered by a Snapdragon 425 chipset, a very modest entry-level chipset, 1.4 GHz, 4 cores, 3GB RAM, 32GB ROM, but battery is good, 4000 mAh. Out of 3GB RAM, we have 1.8GB available. I haven't started using this. I say it's fairly good, decent, but I think once we start loading apps, this available RAM is gonna go down drastically. So does the available storage here. Right now the available storage is 23.29GB, which is good, which is expected out of 32GB. Yeah, so it has 2 sensors. It has a 13MP sensor plus a second sensor, which mainly acts as a depth sensor. That's a 2MP sensor really, so you cannot use the second sensor as a dedicated camera. You have some of those settings over there, your HDR, and that's the portrait mode that we showed you in the beginning. You have video, the portrait mode disappears, beauty, panorama, and whatnot. In video, you have maximum of 1000p. That's the front camera, 13MP front camera. Wow, look decent actually. So photo, good. And then the beauty mode, which makes me slightly brighter though. It doesn't have a second camera, so it's more like at the software level, but you have an LED flash. There you go. That's a continuous light for your videos. Then that's automatic and those kind of stuff. 18:9, also a 1:1 aspect ratio. So guys, there was a very quick look at the Tecno Camon I Twin. Looks like an exciting phone, but is it worth at 11,500? We'll know during our full review, only when we do the performance testing, the camera testing and those. Till then, stay tuned and subscribe to our channel to get the notification whenever we publish that.